Once your image is laid out and sized the way you want it, it's now time for cutting. Go up to the cutting menu and then hit Properties. You want to accurately read the size of the media or the vinyl you're going to be cutting. So under Cutting Area, select Get from Machine. This automatically selects the machine size that your plotter just read off the vinyl. Then select OK. From here, all we have to do is plot. Once plotting is completed, I'm going to come check it. Make sure that it's got a deep enough cut so it's easy to weed. You can also test your blade pressure to ensure that you have enough force down for that specific type of vinyl by coming over to the plotter and holding down Test. This will cut out a small circle. If we lift the circle back and we see an easy cut, then we know we're good to go. Next, unload your vinyl. Release your rollers. And now it's time for weeding. To make weeding easy, you can cut around your image area. This gives you a reference point to start from. You can either start from the center of the design or start from the edge. Right now I'm using an X-Acto knife. X-Acto knife is nice because when you're weeding, let's say your plotter didn't cut deep enough for something, you can cut it. You can also use this tool, which is a pick. You want to hold the edges of your image area down so that you don't accidentally tear them. Throw your excess vinyl away, and now our print is ready to transfer. This print's going on the back of a tee. Simply load the tee into the transfer press. Make sure it's centered. Then we center our vinyl transfer onto the shirt as well. This particular press has digital settings. This press will transfer at 12 seconds for 330 degrees. You want to use a fairly medium to high pressure when you're transferring. Let the transfer press do its work. With this particular press, when we're done, it auto-releases. Bring off the press. Let it cool for a couple seconds. This is cool. Peel. Yep, it's that easy. Next image we're going to plot is going to be the glitter transfer. The glitter transfer, we're going to use the round net with a swoosh and the star underneath it. The glitter transfer, you're going to want to create a little bit heavier force because we're having to cut through the glitter particles. So we're going to bump that force up to 2. First we want to test our force. See how the test came out. Once we know our pressure and blade angle are good, we'll reset the origin in order to adjust for the pressure test that we just did. Once you're set up, hit origin on the plotter. Then come back to your Cut Studio software, readjust the size, and plot. And now it's time to transfer. Most shirts have a center line and the presses have center bolts, so it makes centering the shirts fairly easy. Center the print onto the t-shirt. Once centered, transfer for 10 to 15 seconds. Allow it to cool for a few seconds once again. And then peel. There you have it. A very brilliant, beautiful glitter transfer done in a matter of a few minutes. Keep in mind when you're plotting the flock material, even though it feels thick, you do not want to have your pressure down too hard, because if your blade starts to hop around, it's getting caught in the hairs of the flocking. So bring your pressure back up and continue doing test prints till you have smooth, even cuts. Once your flocking is all weeded out, sometimes, especially with flocking, because it's a little hard to weed, the edges can kind of pop up, so you can just take your finger and stick them down to the carrier sheet before you transfer it. Now it's time to transfer. Once your shirt's centered, place the flocking down onto the transfer. Now that you're centered, you're ready to transfer. Allow it to cool down for a few seconds. A nice flocking print. Very good detail. Would have been extremely hard to screen print. Well, we hope you've seen the advantages to CAD cut and vinyl heat transfers. You'll find everything that you need to complete this process at our website, silkscreening supplies.com. Thanks a lot and have a great day.